You're all being really great, and I appreciate that. I'm just being honest. So, okay. So close your eyes. Find a comfortable position, either sitting down or lying down. You can certainly lie in your bed if you'd like to. Put the covers over your head, cocoon in, because we're going to go on a journey today. We're going to meet Lilith. Okay. So we're going to start with our breath. Okay. Make sure your spine is erect and make sure your shoulders are down, not by the ears, but relaxed and down. We're going to breathe in through the nose for a count of 5. Holding, and out for 7. In through the nose for 5. Holding, and out for 7. In through the nose for 5. Holding, and out for 7. In through the nose for 5. Holding, and out for 7. Last time counting. In through the nose for 5. Holding, and out for 7. Now continue to breathe in through the nose, making sure you're filling your lungs, breathing deeply, and out through the nose, both in and out through the nose, finding a comfortable pattern of breath that's just right for you. You shouldn't have to think about it too much. It should just naturally fall into a pattern, filling your lungs and then exhaling. Each time you breathe deeply, you go deeper into a relaxed state. So we're going to start this journey at the edge of a dark forest. You're standing at the edge, cloaked and warm, and you hear an owl in the wood summoning you in. You see an opening, a path, and even though it's dark, somehow you know it's safe to go through. You have a torch in your hand or a lantern, some kind of light, a flashlight, whatever appears in your hand, that's there for you to find your way. You start down this dark path, and as you go, you can hear the sounds of the dark forest around you. But again, this doesn't scare you. It lures you in, and in some way, it's comforting, knowing that it's safe to face your fears and the darkness. Suddenly, you hear the owl, and you see the owl up, perched on a branch of a big tree. This owl now takes flight and starts to lead you on the journey to meet the Dark Mother, Lilith. As you travel through the dark forest, just take note of what you see along the way. You may see snakes. You may see other owls. There may be an apple tree scattered in a clearing here and there. It may be dense and dark and viney, or it could be more sparse, where you can make out the sky through the canopy of the trees above you. There could be pine trees around you, balsam trees. Anything that comes into your experience is exactly right for you. Continue down this path. The owl will stop and wait for you on a branch, and then when you catch up, take flight again and bring you down. As you're walking through this forest, your excitement is gaining at knowing that you will meet the first woman, the mother, Lilith. You come to a clearing in the wood, and through that clearing, up ahead, you see a castle. Intuitively, you know that this is the castle where Lilith resides. There could be a moat or some water around it. If so, you quickly see a bridge appearing or lowering, signifying that it's safe to go and that you are invited in. You cross over this bridge. There's a deep fog. It's not cold nor warm, and it doesn't feel ominous. But you cross over through, and you get to the door of this castle. And take note of what this castle looks like. There may be crystals on the door handle, but it is regal and is the home of a queen, of a goddess. You can feel the wisdom oozing from the walls. You can feel the stability, the security. You open the door, and the owl flies through the door, and you walk in. The door closes behind you, and as you go in, you see a room, a large room. And on the other side of the room, there's a chair or a throne. It's not too ostentatious, but it's perfect for a queen, an earthly queen, a humble queen, yet a powerful queen. In the seat, you see a snake sitting and watching. There is no fear of this snake, and with its eyes, it draws you closer. As you come closer, there's a cushion on the floor. You kneel down on the floor, never taking your eyes off of the snake eyes. You take a bow, and as you lift your head back up, there is Lilith. She's beautiful, yet simple. She's regal, and you know in your heart that she is honest and that she is not a demon, yet a goddess. It is at this moment that she starts to speak to you. This is the time to listen to her messages. She may be speaking words. She may be speaking in a language that is not your native tongue, However, you understand everything that she's saying to you. She may not be speaking. You may just feel a knowingness or an energy coming from her. It's important that you look in her eyes and you feel the love that she has for you. She has summoned you here for a reason. Continue to listen, to hear, and to know this wisdom that she's bestowing on you. And most importantly, feel her warm, loving demeanor as she guides you through your fears, through your anxiety. It's at this point you can ask her questions. You can thank her. Whatever you want to communicate, this is the time to do that. When the communication is done, in your cloak pocket, you put your hand and you find an offering. You take the offering out of the pocket and you put it at her feet. And again, if you haven't done so already, you thank her with a gentle bow. And when you look back up, you find the snake has returned. And you know that it's time to go. You turn around and the owl comes and sits upon your shoulder. You trust and know that this is your guide. You start to walk out and you leave the castle, making your way to the wood. You have your lantern and your owl, and you know exactly where to go. You don't need this owl to guide you anymore, but to simply accompany you as your traveling partner through the wood and out to the clearing. While you're walking through the wood, you turn around to take one last glimpse at her castle. And it's vanished. You continue to walk through, knowing that if you ever need to come back, you'll find your way. When she calls you, she will appear to you. Find your way out of the wood, back to the edge. It's at this point that your faithful travel companion has to part ways with you. The owl flies back off onto their perch and sits, sending you a goodbye. You walk out to the edge of the wood again and turn around and stare in wonder at the journey that you just took, knowing that you've gained wisdom and insight and a strength, courage, and self-confidence that cannot be matched. It's something that you have never felt before, and you're eager to continue on this journey. Now, we're going to take 3 deep breaths in through the nose, holding, and then out through the mouth. In through the nose for 5, holding for 2, and then out through the mouth for 7. And then we'll come back into our bodies out of the meditation. In through the nose for a count of 5. Holding. And out for 7. In through the nose for 5. Holding. And out for 7. One more time. In through the nose for 5. Holding. And out for 7. Now start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Move your body in any way you need to come back. And come right back into the room. How are you guys doing?